Friday Ask Me Anything series, and I'm Priyanka Bhatia. Today we have a question from Geeta, and Geeta is asking, I am confused. I'm already investing in PPF for tax saving. Is it a good idea to start investing in NPS? Great question, right? And I'm so glad, Geeta, that you are investing in PPF. PPF stands for Public Provident Fund. It has a 15-year lock-in period. The money that you make after that 15-year period, all the interest that you receive year on year, it's all tax-free that you receive at the end of that tenure. So yeah, very, very popular scheme. Right now you get a 7.1% rate of interest on it. The rate keeps changing as the government keeps changing it. So is it a good idea to start on NPS? Yes. Because in PPF you only get 1.5 lakh tax advantage. Now if you want 50,000 rupees more, then NPS is the way forward. So it increases your tax saving advantage to 2 lakh rupees. So if you want to save more taxes, then yes, go for NPS. But remember, NPS has a longer lock-in period. So your money is locked until age 60. So if you're okay about that, go for it, right? If you're actually okay about the entire 2 lakh being in NPS and you taking it out after age 60, if that makes more sense to you, go for it. Yeah. Because in NPS you have an option to invest in equity. The rates of interest can be high. The rates of return can be high. And because the rates of return can be high, NPS can make more sense to you. So it completely depends on you. So today I'm going to share a bit in detail about NPS. So NPS stands for National Pension System, and it's a Government of India initiative. The intention is to help each one have pension. Each Indian citizen having a pension. So it is mandatory for all the central government employees, some state government employees, and it's an option which is available for people who are in private jobs, any kind of self-employed work and more. So yeah, so that's what NPS is. Anytime you notice I'm looking at my right, I'm reading my notes that I've built for you. So the capital that you invest, the money that you invest in NPS, that certain amount gets invested in equities. So it's not absolutely a protected amount. Yeah, so the returns are market linked because the money gets invested in equities. But because equities beat inflation, the long-term returns that you can make by investing in NPS can actually help you beat inflation. After 3 years of being in the National Pension Scheme, you can withdraw 25% of the contribution for certain expenses like child's higher education, marriage, construction of your house, first house, treatment of critical illness of yourself or spouse. So there are 13 critical illnesses, right, that have been identified, for which 25% of the money can be withdrawn after 3 years of investing in NPS. The point to note is that 25% limit will be calculated on the contributed amount, right? Not the account balance, like how much it has become, but on the amount that you've contributed. So suppose you had contributed 5,000 per month for 10 years, you are then eligible to withdraw 1.5 lakh, which is 25% of 6 lakh rupees. And you can make up to 3 withdrawals during the tenure. Tier 1 is where you contribute. Yeah, Tier 1 NPS is for tax saving, right? And on retirement at the age of 60, you get 40%. You have to put 40% of the corpus to buy a pension plan. So 60% of the money can be withdrawn and kept with you, but 40% you have to buy a pension plan with. Earlier the withdrawal of only 40% was allowed, but now 60% is allowed. So 60% of the money can be withdrawn and 40% can be used for buying the pension plan. Tier 2 is like any mutual fund. Tier 2 of NPS is like any mutual fund. Like you're free to withdraw your savings whenever you wish. There are no limits on deposit withdrawals. The tax deduction on investments which are up to 1.5 lakh, this is allowed under section 80 CCD. And 50,000 additional benefit you get under 80 CCD 1B. And this can be, so 2 lakh rupee benefit can be taken in total when it comes to your taxes. And there are many NPS managers. It's the NPS Pension Management Company, ICICI Prudential Life Insurance Company, Kotak Mahindra Asset Management Company, LIC Pension Fund, SBI Pension Funds, UTI Retirement Solutions, Birla Sun Life Pension Management. So there are many of these. And now you have an option to either go for an auto plan or an active plan. Always go for an active plan is what I say, because you can invest in ECG, equity, corporate bonds and government securities, right? In active choice, you know the investor can opt to have 75% of the contribution in equity. And as you age, that contribution doesn't go down. Like if you take an auto choice, what happens is your equity portion goes down to 50% till age 35. Then it reduces 2% per year, until it becomes 10% by age 55. So there is no point reducing your equity contribution so low, right? There is really no point to it. So best is have an active plan, identify how much you want to invest in equity, corporate bonds, government securities, and then invest like that. So that's what I have to say. So if you want to continue Geeta with PPF, continue with PPF 1.5 lakh tax saving investment, but definitely take an active plan. And if you're younger, make sure 75% of the money you're putting in equity. Put 50,000 rupees every year in NPS. Take that additional benefit in tax saving. 2 lakh rupees is the total benefit you can get. And it's fine if you have to buy a pension plan later. Don't worry about it now. Right now, just worry about building that retirement fund, because that is what matters, right? Hi Usha, welcome. Nupur, you're saying you want to update your address, which you are unable to do. Can you please suggest how to do that? You've given your new house address. Okay, where? Hi Kaveri, welcome. If that's a mutual fund house, go to that mutual fund's house. Go ahead, talk with them, identify what the issue is, give applications. It can all get sorted. If online it's not getting sorted, go for it offline. But make sure it happens. Yeah, make sure you are on it. On this note, closing the live. Thank you so much for participating. Keep coming back for your financial growth. We are right here standing for you to take charge of your finances. Thank you for joining.